Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel. And today I am so pleased to get to share with you the fall Artza box, which has been sent to me for review all the way from Israel. This is a gorgeous lifestyle subscription that I have been enjoying and reviewing on and off for the past couple of years. I think they just celebrated their second anniversary and I am sure that they will have a lovely winter/Christmas box coming up. What they do is they try to teach us about Israel past and present with beautiful, beautiful products from small businesses and artisans that are living there today. So we get a little element of contemporary Israel as well as the opportunity to learn about the places we read about in the Bible. So this might be a box of interest to you, whatever your faith is, if you are interested in history, if you're interested in different cultures. But I have really enjoyed it. I've gotten some really beautiful pieces. The quarterly box starts at $74.99. And that's going to include 6 to 8 items. And again, it can range from gorgeous art pieces to bath and body products. Often there's a recipe with a special ingredient from the region that they're featuring for that quarter. They also have a premium subscription and that is $94.99. So basically $20 more plus shipping. Now the shipping to me here in California right now, again, all the way from Israel, is $13.50, which I think is really reasonable. I do have an affiliate link and code for you, so I'll leave both of those for you in the description box below. But basically Noelle25 will save you 25% on your first box, and they have all kinds of other deals on there that you might want to check out. You can still apply that code and get the savings, but if you're able to do an annual subscription for 4 boxes, I believe that brings the price down considerably. They even often have a deal where you get a 5th box for free, one of their past boxes, which again I think is great. If you are interested, it is a nice family box to really learn about the different regions of Israel and again bring the pages of the Bible to life in an interesting and educational way. So I could see this being a great Christmas gift for the holidays that are coming up for sure. And what a cool thing to get to experience as a family for an entire year over the period of 4 or 5 boxes. So let's go ahead and dive in because they always have a ton of information. So this fall box is featuring the region of the Negev, which I believe is the southern portion of Israel. It's very arid, it's more desert. There are some cities there, but I think most of the population lives in the more dense cities. So you can see from this image. So I have always suggested, because they always do this sort of big placemat, I think it would be really cool to actually laminate these and have these in your home, kind of use them as a collection. And then on the other side, they tell us a lot about the region and include some other beautiful pictures. You can kind of see these neat slot canyons that they have in that area. I personally have not been to Israel. I have traveled a little bit in that area of the world, but I know that I want to go to Israel and I would like to spend a little bit more time there. So when I've gone, it's only been a few days in each country. So I want to go, and I know that my husband wants to go as well. So it says, the Negev desert is often perceived as a harsh and hostile place to live. With its soaring temperatures and vast sandy landscapes, the southern desert can be viewed as uninhabitable. Even the name Negev, which in Hebrew means to dry away, denotes a hostile and barren living environment. However, contrary to popular belief, this is not the case. The Negev is one of Israel's most beautiful regions, rich in biblical as well as both ancient and modern history. Through perseverance and ingenuity, the people of the south have created a thriving agricultural region out of the dusty sand dunes, and they are greatly respected for their creativity, resilience, ideology, and accomplishments. We are truly honored and excited to welcome you to the Negev and to share the wonder of this region with you. So very, very cool, you guys. They have it written in Hebrew. They tell us about some of the pronunciation. They do have scripture, so you could consider this a Christian box, and I do actually put that in my Christian box playlist as well as my travel destination box playlists. It's obviously focusing a little bit more on the Old Testament, so again, you can definitely enjoy this box regardless of faith. And then they also have this little banded section, so we always get these kind of cool postcards. So this one is the churches of ancient Mamshit. So this is a picture of that, and of course you can actually use it as a postcard, but they have pretty much all of this space, the message space, is taken up, which is kind of cool. And then this one is Park Timna. So you can see there's just some amazing geological landscapes to visit in Israel. And then there's usually a recipe card. Let's see if I can find that. So the recipe card this time is for a hearty dukkha yogurt soup. Oh, you guys have to forgive all of my pronunciation. I never know how to pronounce like the Hebrew. So it looks like it's pretty easy, and I'm guessing we will probably have an ingredient for this in there because I think dukkha is a spice. I think it's usually an Egyptian spice, but I don't actually have that in my pantry at the moment. So hopefully we do get some of that. Let's see, we got a Negev crossword. So again, you can kind of see the family element in here for sure. Often there's kind of a family activity, like a game. We've gotten like different card decks, puzzles. And then you can see here we have 3 or 4 actual kind of longer postcards where they do tell us about the individual artists and businesses. So I'm going to keep this kind of propped in front of me. And then this is kind of our cheat sheet where we do have some QR codes for some additional information, and it does tell us about what is in our Negev desert box. It looks like there are 5 items in the basic box, and then of course there is that extra premium item for premium box subscribers. Then we have another letter, so lots of paperwork to get through first, but let me just go ahead and read this real quick. It says, Itai here, the founder of Artza. Before you dive in, I wanted to extend a warm thank you from myself, the entire Artza team, and all of our artisans and charities that we work with. None of this would be possible without you. Your support means the world to us. So they actually started back in 2020, which is a hard time to start a new business, but partially because so many of the artists and small businesses in Israel were affected by the lack of tourism at that time. It says, as a direct result of your support with this quarter's Negev box, we were able to champion an additional 8 small Israeli businesses and incredible charities. Since founding Artza 2 years ago, you've helped support over 70 small Israeli businesses and charities, many of whom were on the brink of closure as a result of the pandemic. Many of these business owners have cried with gratitude, explaining to us that as a direct result of your support, they were able to keep their respective business and organizations open and running. With your support, every box is making a difference. And then here's a little spoiler, little preview. It says, we've been working around the clock on some extraordinary surprises for our next Christmas box, and I can't wait for you and those that you're gifting these boxes to open them. I hope that you love your Negev box as much as we love putting it together. All right, you guys, so you've been warned. You can probably still get this box, but what a fabulous box to send to someone. So I'll just give you a quick preview. It looks like we've got lots of items all kind of nestled in there, and they have a very active Facebook group where people share a little bit more about how their recipe making is going. It's a very, very friendly community, definitely one that I think actually adds to the experience. Sometimes I feel like boxes just have Facebook groups to have a Facebook group, and sometimes I feel like it does really add to that sense of community. So let me see if I can find our first item, which is indeed some dukkha spice. It says product of Israel. So we got this nice jar of it. So let me see if I can find out. It says a bold and rich desert spice blend created by or together with his family. Oh, by Or. I think that's his name actually. Created with his family on their 3rd generation farm. Enjoy this Israeli twist on a traditionally Egyptian spice blend. So yeah, I think you can use it for different things. I'd have to like look it up. It says the ingredients are roasted ground peanuts, coriander seeds, roasted sesame seeds, cumin, and salt. That actually sounds great. It sounds like you could use that in a lot of things. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this over. I'm wondering if we have, it looks like we have another edible item, which I'll go ahead and pull out. Ooh, this looks really good. Let me just kind of like dust it off. So this is from Danny and Galit, made with love. It's a super berry granola, and again, giant jar. You guys can kind of see right here. Doesn't that look good? So let me see. It says, this is artisanal granola, created with the mission of blending health with rich nutritional flavors, best enjoyed with fresh yogurt, fruit, berries, and some honey. That sounds amazing. My husband loves his yogurt every morning, and he loves when we have some extra granola to make it a little bit more special. So it says, for husband and wife, Galit and Danny, this granola represents the core of their company. Healthy, nutritious, flavorsome, and rich in all the natural goodness that the wonderful land has to offer. In 2009, Galit and Danny founded their bakery with one founding principle: how can we create healthy and natural food without compromising on flavor? We want to create the most delicious snacks and treats to go along with our morning coffee without worrying about it being unhealthy. Amen to that, right? So what a great focus. It says, for Artza, Galit and Danny created this delicious granola blend mixed with healthy superfoods such as chia seeds to give you that extra morning boost. We hope that every bowl brings with it that delicious guilt-free enjoyment that Galit and Danny worked so hard to create. So they're showing it to us with some delicious yogurt, and what a beautiful picture of this couple with this great mission. So this is what these little like product cards are so cool, why I like them so much. All right, we also have this Argot Organic Wellness Green Clay and Laminaria Facial Mask for all skin types. So it's a face mask. So like I said, we do get some Bath and Body products from this, you know, very like agriculturally rich and the Dead Sea, everything that's going on there. They make some really great skincare products there. So let's read about this. It says, this is a natural deep cleansing face mask using all natural ingredients and oils grown in the Israel Negev desert. End your day with the perfect self-care routine. So I do think there's some information about this one. So this is a picture of Esther Lachman, I believe. So that's a picture of her. I'll go ahead and read this as I open this up a little bit and show it to you. It says, after traveling the world extensively, spending her time learning from traditional natural healing experts, Esther Lachman decided to follow her lifelong passion and study of natural pharmaceutics in the U.S. It says Esther started to research and experiment at home using natural plants and natural oils with a slow start and humble beginning. Esther has gone on to found her company Argot, published 2 very successful books, and was appointed as faculty head at the Israeli Herbal College. All ingredients used in every Argot product are grown and sourced from her own organic farm located in the Negev desert near the Gerar River, where Abraham and Isaac dug their wells. For Artza, this deep cleansing clay mask renews fatigued skin, enriched with kelp, known for brightening skin, and organic hemp seed oil. This mask will nourish your skin with minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants, resulting in an especially glowing and smooth complexion. You can also use the mask locally for spots or pimples. Directions: apply on dry, clean facial skin for 5 minutes and wash with warm water. So it probably has that like tightening effect, right, with the clay, where it kind of tightens everything up, but then you feel like it's kind of like sucked some of the impurities and some of the dirt out. But because it's all natural, it's not going to take too many of your natural face oils out. It's still going to keep you feeling naturally moisturized. And then it also has things like hemp seed oil in there, as well as the kelp for brightening. So I feel like this is going to be a really good product. I feel like this is going to be one of those ones where I'm like, why are we paying like hundreds and thousands of dollars for all this expensive skincare that's just got a bunch of things that you can't understand in the ingredient list, when you can get something this simple and easy to use? And now you guys know I am very simple when it comes to my face skincare regimen, but something simple like that where I can just put it on my face, wash it off, not necessarily do it every day, that is something that I will probably really enjoy. And also, again, knowing that it comes from the earth, from the land, and has this great story behind it. So I think that is really, really cool. All right, then we also have, so that was almost all, we had our Dukkha spice, our artisanal granola, our deep cleansing mask. Oh, so it looks like we have a game. This is the Connecting Hearts card game. A game to deepen connection, understanding, and create meaningful conversation with family and loved ones. So it's called Hygge. So it says, the pile of heart cards is placed at the center of the table with the questions facing downward. At their turn, each player picks up a heart and reads the question aloud. For example, what is the first thing you do when you get home? The other players attempt to answer the question, guessing what the player who picked up the card does first when he gets home. After everyone shares their answer, the player whose turn it was gives the heart to whoever answered most accurately. So a little bit like Apples to Oranges or Cards Against Humanity, where you have to guess what the person would say. It says the next player then picks a heart from the pile, and so on. The winner is the player with the most hearts at the end of the game. Oh, well, this is a much more wholesome version than Cards Against Humanity. This is like Cards for Humanity, right? So, so this is lovely. So they're just like laminated hearts, something I would like to invent. And then this is the back side of them. It's this kind of like city. That's really cute. I think that's a really sweet idea. So I think you have to have some scraps of paper to write everything down, but it just goes right into there. So as their turn, each player picks up a heart and reads it, and then you attempt guessing what. Oh, so you don't even have to write it down. You can just verbally say it. So you might get some actually help from the other people who are playing, right? Like you might think of your answer and then somebody else might actually give a better answer. And then you're like, yeah, that's what I would do when I first come home. I would take the dog out, or I would have a nice big glass of water, or I would, you know, make sure that I give myself 5 minutes to reset. All right, so our fifth item that is in every box is this. Let's see, what else is there? Oh my goodness, this is great, you guys. It's a unique hand-painted ceramic dish from Israel's south. So I think a lot of the times in biblical translations, they just refer to the Negev area as the south. But this is really a special one, you guys. So for Rachel, meaningful and creative work makes all the difference. She is one of hundreds of precious children and young adults with severe disabilities who rely on Adi as their home and extended family. It's a special place in Israel where angels are cared for by angels. Adi employs numerous rehabilitative techniques to help the residents reach their fullest potentials and live happy, dignified, and meaningful lives just as God intended it. During specialized rehabilitative vocational workshops, Rachel and her friends create a beautiful assortment of handmade items for the Ability Boutique, including the decorative dish you currently hold in your hands. Rachel feels empowered and gets a great deal of satisfaction knowing that her handiwork will grace someone's home and brighten their day. We hope that it has already brightened yours. So you guys, this is just so amazing. So here is a picture of some of the artisans at Adi, is the name of the organization. And then I'm going to read to you about Adi. It says, this stunning handmade and hand-painted ceramic plate was lovingly created by Adi, the Ability Boutique. Look at this beautiful little tray, this little dish with the olive leaves, you guys. This is gorgeous. It says the Adi residents are children, adolescents, and adults with severe disabilities who created these plates as part of their rehabilitative vocational workshop sessions. The proceeds from each sale provide long-term opportunities for creative exploration, life skill development, and personal growth. Adi provides individualized growth plans and specialized services needed not only to grow, but to thrive, heal, and return to their lives, the community at large, with tangible opportunities for encountering disability, raising awareness, and promoting acceptance. We are so proud to be able to work with such an incredible organization, and we are honored that you are the reason that we are able to support Adi. They decided on an olive leaf pattern, a symbol of the Holy Land since the time of the Bible, to remind you of the land of Israel every time you see the dish. Isn't that so beautiful, you guys? I love ceramics. It's very flat, but it's so pretty. I love the color and the texture of it. That is definitely my favorite item. Easily my favorite item. Usually it's the premium item, but let's find out what the premium item is. So this came in this nice little box. So for premium subscribers, it says bring your own creative flair to this gift with your own hand-painted Moroccan Shalom tile. So we get a little crafty with this one. Founded by social entrepreneur Artza, Zouak uses art and design as tools for social change. After studying art in Morocco, Zouak develops connections between the periphery and the center, between the East and the West, between Judaism and Islam, looking for similarities rather than differences. So that was kind of interesting. I was like, it's a Moroccan tile. So it's the idea of melding the two together, right? And celebrating similarities versus differences, just like they said. So it says creating a piece of Israel. So there in the center, it does say in Hebrew, Shalom. Hopefully I had it the right way up. And then it does say there's a nice little directions booklet for creating your Zouak Moroccan tile. Lots of information. And they did include several paints, like 3 different colors, some design pattern suggestions, a nice brush. That's actually a pretty nice brush. We have some like little foamy tabs. This might be to create little feet for it. There's even a needle. I'm guessing maybe that's to kind of like make detailed lines. Oh, this is neat. So this is... we have this like cutout, so you can actually create a little bit of a grid or a little bit of a stencil for yourself. So it's like this. So you would stick that onto this tile and then peel off part of it so that you can paint easily and not make a mess. So that's kind of cool. So it is actually, it's kind of like a pressboard tile, but I think that would be really fun to do. Again, what a cool family project to do, and then you can use it as a coaster or something. So yeah, it tells you how to design it, attaching the stencil, painting the tile, and then you peel off the stencil tile at the end. And then it says that there is a hook that you can put on the back of the tile as well. So you can have it as a coaster, or you can have it as, something to put on your shelf or even on your wall. So that's cool. But I really love that intention of blending East and West, celebrating different religions, celebrating different cultures, and having a Moroccan tile in our Israeli box. So that again was the item that was in the premium boxes that was not in the regular boxes. But still, for me, the standout is this gorgeous plate. I love that it is working with special needs children children and adults, and giving them something to feel really proud about, giving subscribers something to feel really proud about. And of course, I love the spices and the granola. You know I love snacks, you know I love food, I love the excuse to cook, even though I don't do it as much as I should. And of course, that mask looks pretty amazing, so I'm very interested in trying that out. I think this is a great box. I think that a lot of people can appreciate it, and I think you might want to get in on it before the Christmas box comes out. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please help me out with a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.